Wiper Party plans to go back to Azimio One Kenya Coalition Party, but on the condition that the coalition's principals have a discussion with Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka to iron out all issues. Addressing the press after a meeting with party officials and aspirants in Machakos County, Wiper Organizing Secretary Robert Mbui says there is still time for the two parties to chart an agreement.
Tension continues to mount in the Azimio One Kenya Coalition over the stance of Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka on the newly unveiled running mate Martha Karua and Raila Odinga's promise to appoint him as Chief Cabinet Secretary. On the same day that Martha Karua was unveiled at the KICC on 16th May, an event that saw huge crowds fill the premise, Kalonzo Musyoka, at a separate event, expressed that he had decamped from the Azimio One Kenya Alliance after what he said was being shortchanged, and unveiled Andrew Leteipa Ole Sankuli as his running mate. Kalonzo maintained that he had taken up the nomination by Wiper Party to go after the top job.
And therefore, we have agreed to go our separate ways and compare notes as we move.
In efforts to resolve the current situation, a section of Wiper leaders and aspirants held a meeting in Machakos County where, among other things, they discussed their return to Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. Wiper Party Organizing Secretary Robert Mbui indicated that Kalonzo Musyoka had announced he would run for presidency after disagreement rose within the coalition, pointing out that Wiper did not know of any offers from the coalition until after Kalonzo had declared he would run for president. So far, 45 out of 50 candidates present at the meeting voted to go back to the coalition.
We are asking our party leader that we do reconsider the possibility of having further discussions on this coalition arrangement. One of the reasons why we are disappointed and why we were disappointed and said we are going to go all the way to the ballot is because there was no structured discussion. There was no discussions about how political party positions would be shared. There was no discussion about positions. The only position we as a party had talked about was only the position of deputy president. So when a position was mentioned to us through the media, and we heard that we had been offered a position of cabinet secretary, I think that was called chief, we didn't understand what that means.
Trouble began rocking the coalition after Musyoka had vowed not to appear before the 7-member selection panel on grounds that the exercise was beneath a person of his political stature and that he should be the automatic pick for the position. However, on the last day of vetting, he showed up to the surprise of many.
The decision to come was my decision because I realized we didn't want to give anybody an excuse whatsoever to say aligomea kuja.
Last week, Gideon Moi spent time with Kalonzo at his Yatta home, trying to convince him to work with Azimio. For now, all focus is on Kalonzo to make the decision on which way to go. Grace Wangoi for Hope TV News Watch.